Alright, pomegranates. I've never really done a how-to video before, but I know um, I wanted to show you guys the way that I deseed a pomegranate. Um, it's something that a lot of people find very intimidating, and it's really not that hard. And it's such a beautiful fruit that it's a shame that people miss out on it because they're, afraid to really get into it. So I wanted to do that. Hopefully this goes well because nothing ever goes well when you actually try to show somebody. Uh, so yeah, here we go. I've got some pomegranate seeds right here that I've already de-seeded, and I've got my lovely pomegranate, and I'm going to show you that this is not as intimidating as it looks. Pomegranate is my favorite fruit. It only comes once a year, and I just, you just have to have it. So this is the first thing that I do is I heard it explained to me that you basically scalp the top of it like you would a human being. So anyways. So you're just gonna take your knife. You want to make sure that you've got a sharp knife for a pomegranate because the skin is pretty tough. So you're basically just gonna scalp it and take the top off like this, and you can kind of slightly decore it like that and take out that little part. And then, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this on this video, but you'll see that there are veins. And I've heard it explained that you have to remember that it's a chamber fruit, and so the seeds are in little chambers. So if you can break those chambers apart, it makes it much easier to get the seeds out. And so then, after you do that, you're going to go along those veins. I don't know if you can see that or not, but there's little veins right there, and you'll be able to see it. And the number of veins depends on the pomegranate. It's different for every pomegranate. So, but you're just gonna along that vein, you're just gonna score the pomegranate skin, okay, along each and every one of those veins, and they're not gonna be equally spaced. So don't worry about that. So just do that. Here. And then there. And I found that this way, the way that I've come to do it is minimal mess. So okay, and then so once you've gotten all the sections scored, you don't want to cut all the way through. You just want to score it just enough to where you're going to be able to break it apart. Then you can take your thumbs like this and just pull it apart like that, and then it will just come apart. And then so then you're going to just move this down a little bit. Then you're going to just pull apart each section. And I think one of the hardest things that people find about pomegranates is the skin that's on the inside right here. But when you section it off like that, it makes it much easier for the skin to come off. So basically, a lot of times you can just pull that skin right off. I don't know if it's really called skin. That's just what I call it. It's probably like mucus or something. I don't know. So and then got one last section here. Anyways, okay. Now this is the actual deseeding. You've got it open. It's beautiful. It's got all these beautiful little jewels. That's what a pomegranate seed is called, is a jewel, which I love. I think it's pretty because it looks just like a jewel. And then so you're going to take one of your sections and you're going to hold it upside down in your hand like this. So the skin is facing up and the jewels are facing down. So then you want to carefully take your knife, hold it with the knife in your hand, with an actual knife part in your hand, and I like make sure that that the sharp part is facing out, so that way you're not as likely to cut yourself. But then you're just going to take your handle and beat. You have to do it kind of hard, and then see all those jewels just totally just pop right off, just like that. And I used to do this, and just like that, and the jewels just, and then there will be some that just kind of stay, one will be stubborn and stay in there, but you just kind of pop those out. Okay. So I used to do my pomegranates like this, where I would pull every single one of them off. But the only problem that I found with that is I would end up popping a lot of them, and so a lot of them would be broken. The juice would be coming out, and it made it a whole lot messier. And so I'm just going to show you. Get a bigger one. Okay, I'm going to show you one more time how I do this, and you just take as much of that skin off as possible. You don't have to take all of it off. I'm going to show you how I separate that in a minute. So once again, you're just going to take your knife and just pomegranate just like that. And you can just feel them coming off into your hand. You can see like that, and then just pour it out. Okay. And sometimes if you turn it around, you'll get a different angle, and more will come out. But I mean, you can't really see it, but I haven't gotten juice hardly anywhere. I've gotten some on my hands, but it's mostly just the clear water that comes out. So you don't have nearly as much mess, not as much cleanup, because pomegranates do have a tendency to stain, and so you want to be careful. Okay, now I'm going to show you. You can't really see it too much, but when you do the pomegranate, you're going to have these skins that are going to stick to your pomegranate. And so the easiest way that I have found to get these off is you're going to fill the bowl all the way with water. Okay. And the jewels will sink to the bottom. I don't know if you can see that, but I filled it all the way up, even past the jewels. You want to get it pretty much to the top and have so that the jewels are way down at the bottom. And then, if you can see it, the skin will actually float. And so then all you have to do is just reach in and pull it out, and that gets the skin, it gets the rind. The rind floats, the jewels. You will have some jewels that'll float, but for the most part, and then you can just reach your hand in there and mix it around. Make sure there's no pieces of skin that are stuck under the jewels that can float out, and then you just basically just put those on a paper towel and okay, and then you just strain that. Try not to pour out the jewels as well. So you're just gonna strain that, and there you go. And that's how I deseed a pomegranate. So hopefully you can understand that. I hope this helps you guys. If you have any questions, let me know, and I will be happy to answer them. So thanks.